Hello there, everybody. It is not a Crash Course timeout quite yet, but we are coming to you for Y'all Stars 2025. We are on day 3, game number 21. It's a consolation bracket game in our main division. One of our host leagues, Team Louisiana, taking on Jewish Roller Derby. I'm P. Armageddon.
And I'm Shady Hawkins, and I am pleased to be here on my first day.
Your first day. We're glad to have you, Shady.
And actually, it's my first day ever. First time at Y'all Stars. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here.
It's
and also
been such a fun time.
We also have our producer extraordinaire, the one, the only Kate Silver, backing us up here.
Thank you, Kate.
So we're going to go ahead and introduce you to our two teams playing here today. I'll go ahead and start with Team Louisiana in the blue. Number 0 is Daddy-O Longlegs. 020 Mississippi Blues. 0429 Carmina Piranha. Number 10, The Antichrist. 113 Block Nest Monster. 13 is Bose. 14 Sachet. 187 Kindly Kills. 1898 Papaya on Fire. 206 is Skella. 228 Comet Kazi. 29 I'm a Pusher. 343 Twinkle Toes. 414 Violent Femme. Number 5 I Shove Lucy. 689 is Metamorphosis. 77 is Smash Ketchum. And number 8 is your captain. Rest in Pieces. They're coached by Graham Reaper, Blasian, and Bree Aggressive.
And a big hello again to Jewish Roller Derby. Tzoharaim Tov, everybody. Shabbat Shalom, good Shabbos, depending on where you are. For Jewish Roller Derby, we're going to see 018 Days, number 100 Original Sin, number 1212 Dai Dayenu, number 14 Sonnet Boom, number 167 Judas Maccabee, number 22 Kvetch, number 23 Latka Nest Monster, number 30 Stabby Cat, number 350 Meshuggah number 44 Lunatic Lovegood, number 50 Cold Train, number 613 Borscht Belt Bruiser, who will also be serving as your captain today, and number 62 Spider Wham, number 69 Labia Minora, number 713 Schindler's Fist, number 75 Singular Theyhem, number 89 Lobo Fantastico, and number 999 Oy Vey.
That is Jewish Roller Derby. We have a little bit of a storyline in this game. It's nothing huge, but just a little thing to think about. So, one of your coaches for Team Louisiana, for Jewish Roller Derby today, is Little Miss Maggot, who also skates for Red Stick Roller Derby in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and who's also skated for Team Louisiana.
Dun, dun, dun.
And I'm not done, but wait, there's more.
There's more.
Number 100 Original Sin and also number 30 Stabby Cat are also Red Stick Roller Derby skaters and have also skated for Team Louisiana.
Le Gasp.
Le Gasp. So there's a lot of familiarity going on in this game if you haven't picked up on my cues here.
Just a tad. So, and it's always interesting whenever we see skaters that kind of, crossover between these teams, which we actually do see quite a bit of at tournaments like this, where we do have a lot of our borderless teams. A lot of these teams made up, they're almost made up exclusively of skaters who don't, necessarily skate together all the time. Some which do, maybe a couple, here or there. But for the most part, these are teams that have come together out of necessity for representation of their community. And so sometimes we get a little crossover like that, and sometimes we don't. But every time, it ends up being pretty fun.
It does, and we're gonna have a lot of fun with this game. Swoopy whistle means we're about to get started skating momentarily. Looking at our jam line, I can tell you right now for Team Louisiana, wearing the fleur-de-lis jammer cap will be Twinkle Toes.
And that'll be Dai Dayenu for Jewish Roller Derby. Dai Dayenu immediately pulling that star cover off, wasting no time. Schindler's Fist on the receiving end of that star pass.
Meanwhile, Twinkle Toes did get out front and earn lead jammer. Now looking for points in the scoring pass. And Toes decided to call it off. Let's see, it looks like 3 points picked up on the pass, so Team Louisiana with the first points of our game.
Could we maybe speculate that was the fastest first jam in a hot minute?
I'm down with that. I think it's a possibility.
That was the speed at which Dai Dayenu ripped off their helmet cover was, just wham bam, thank you.
And Twinkle Toes is a very, very, very quick jammer, so of course getting out front and getting lead rather rapidly. So a lot of evidence there to support your claim, Shady. Off we go with jam number 2, Carmina Piranha wearing the fleur-de-lis for Louisiana, and that is Sonnet Boom jamming for Jewish Roller Derby.
It's going to be Carmina out first. Sonnet Boom also, again, with a very quick star pass right off the line, except it's Spider Wham this time on the receiving end of that star pass. Looking for an opening on the front of the pack. They're not quite able to find it, so Team Louisiana able to create that 3-wall up front. A little bit of a block-to-puss situation.
Likewise in the back, too. Jewish Roller Derby's defense really trying to just stick to Carmina Piranha. Going to force the reset on the outside in turn 2. Meanwhile, going back up to the We're going to bring everybody back together now in front of us here in turn number 2.
Both of those teams there for a minute in through that apex in turn number 2, really spreading that bridge out. And it broke at one point, but Jewish roller derby able to collapse it back together fairly quickly.
Carmina Piranha skates through for the 4-point pass for Louisiana. Meanwhile, Pack is sitting in turn number 3. Great braced wall work there by Louisiana in the front of that Pack, just keeping Spider-Wham at bay, forcing the drawback there on Wham.
Again, these drawbacks particularly long, I'm noticing, for both of these teams. So really wanting to create a lot of bit of extra distance right here at the front of the game, which, sometimes, a positive strategy, wear out our opponents fairly quickly. But other times you really got to be careful of that distance because eventually, you're going to start seeing penalties come from that.
That's right. Carmina Piranha through for another scoring pass. And Spider-Wham able to make it through for the initial pass. And Mina now going to the outside, tries to edge around, is going to call it off with one skate out. We'll look at a few more points there. It looks like it's going to be an 8. Here's our replay as we see Carmina Piranha working that outside lane. Now goes to the inside. And again, once again, great footwork by Mina going to the outside and making that clear pass earlier in the jam. And that was an 11-point jam for Louisiana, giving them 14 points now. Jewish roller derby still looking for their first points of the game. That is going to be Papaya on fire, jamming for Louisiana, and that is Days with the star on for Jewish roller derby.
Days looking for that center line right behind and is not going to find it. Meanwhile, Papaya on fire out front as lead jammer. I believe this is setting a precedent now for Team Louisiana.
I believe they've captured it all 3 jams heading in here. And Papaya going to get recycled back toward the jam line.
Days is out and making that turn into turn number 1, hitting the top of the apex. Ooh, a shoulder check.
Thomas through and Smash Ketchum took that hit. Jam was called off and looks like it'll be 1 point for Jewish roller derby, the first point of the game. Louisiana takes away 4, giving them 18 points. Lining up here for jam number 4 of our first period. Off we go. Who do we have jamming there, Shady?
We've got Schindler's Fist jamming for Jewish roller derby, as well as Sachet for Team Louisiana. Schindler's Fist out front, 2 blockers left to go. Pack is broken. They're forced to go back into turn number 1. Penalties are being issued.
The position penalty assessed to Jewish roller derby.
That's going to be number 23, Latka Nismonster. Have you ever had latkes, PR?
I have had latkes before, yes.
They are so
They're delicious.
Oh, yummy.
Sachet picking up lead jammer there, now skating around looking for some points, meeting up at the back of the pack. Shoveled to the outfield, going to have to quickly get back into the fray. Going to get recycled back into turn number 2.
So again, we're starting to see some of these long drawbacks. Both of these teams really making this happen. Star pass now by Jewish roller derby. Lunatic Lovegood now going to wear the star.
Sachet looking to get on the outside. Now gets through to the middle. Going to call it off from the infield. Let's look at our point total. 3 points picked up for Louisiana. JRD kept off the board on that jam, so 21-1. And look at our replay here. You can see Sachet on that outside lane. Great vision to kind of slice through the middle of the pack, go to the inside, and just spin out and immediately with the call off. Great vision there, great awareness, track awareness there for Sachet. And we're going to have a crash course team timeout called by Jewish roller derby. Give me a second to talk about our friends at Crash Course. Chrissy Crash also being a great sponsor this year for Y'all Stars. Crash Course helps busy roller derby athletes increase strength, conquer self-doubt, and create the habits of high performers to become all-stars and MVPs on the track and in life. Do you want a custom training plan with derby-specific workouts, nutrition strategies, and athlete mindset development curated by our epic team of coaches so you can level up this year? That's a lot. But yes, if the answer is yes, contact ChrissyCrash.com, KRISSYKRASH.com to learn more. Life's a contact sport. Win.
And during that last jam, also, we'd like to take a moment to recognize the Hampton Inn penalty box, getting a little bit of movement in there from a couple of pack penalties. So thank you to Hampton Inn for sponsoring our penalty box this
It's just
weekend.
about check-in time for the actual Hampton Inn, so people might be checking in a little bit early.
A little early. So, although
Here.
honestly, to be fair, both of these teams, pretty cautious the first 3-ish jams, and then we started seeing a little bit of the discombobulation, which usually ends up in somebody being sent to have a seat.
Yep.
So, both these teams playing a little bit cautiously, but at the same time, now starting to feel a little bit more comfortable, really starting to push maybe some boundaries.
And we're starting to see those jammer rotations set up back in now as Twinkle Toes back out there for Louisiana, but I think first time for Singular Mayhem jamming for JRD.
Yes, Singular Mayhem now out wearing the star for Jewish Roller Derby. Singular Mayhem tracked at the back of the pack. Meanwhile, out front, it's going to be Twinkle Toes as lead jammer for Team Louisiana.
They got his Twinkle Toes second lead jam status and a star pass. Was that a star pass? No, I'm sorry.
Star pass by Jewish Roller
yes.
Derby. Original Sin looking to close the gap and force the call off.
One of the skaters we talked about, former Team Louisiana skater, Red Stick Roller Derby skater there, Original Sin, but not able to capitalize as the jam was called off by Twinkle Toes.
Something I gotta say that I really find myself commenting on other teams is the nature of the speed of the Star Pass. And, I've got to say, what I'm seeing so far from Jewish Roller Derby is that this is something that they have mastered. So no time is wasted whatsoever. People are in the correct position at the correct time, and they are getting that star passed in such a way that it's really limiting the scoring ability of Team Louisiana.
Agreed. Here we go with jam number 6. Carmina Pirana with the start with the Philly lead for Louisiana, but lead jammer will go to Sonic Boom for Jewish Roller Derby.
And now we'll see kind of a little bit of a kind of tucking in the edges, if you will, of the jammer rotation for Jewish Roller Derby. Sonnet Boom looking to enter the back of the pack through the outside, finds it, gets at least one set of hips, but we'll see how many we can get before the call-off. And it will be a 3. We see the little wiggling thumb, but not before Team Louisiana picks up a 3 of their own.
Yeah, and also that was the first lead jam status for JRD in the game. So breaking that streak. Thank you very much, Kate Silver, for the information.
And here we see that lead jammer break, lateral move to the inside through turn number 1, and there it is. High fives all around.
And we're getting set up here for jam number 7. Off we go. I see Papaya on fire. We're in the fleur-de-lis, and that is Days wearing the star for Jewish Roller Derby.
Days looking for an opening on the inside line. Finds it with a little bit of an offensive assist. Assist coming in the form of Stabby Cat.
But Papaya on fire able to get out first and earn that lead jammer status.
Days quickly coming through turn number 4, though, to really put the pressure on the back of the pack. One set of hips. Definitely in the pocket for Team Louisiana. Let's see how many more.
Whistles blowing as the jam comes to an end. And I see 2 more points picked up for Louisiana. 1 for Jewish Roller Derby.
Jewish Roller Derby able to pick up that 1 point.
28-5 your score now. 21 minutes, 44 seconds left to go in our first period. Jam number 8, away we go. That is Schindler's Fist with the star for Jewish Roller Derby. Sachet with the fleur-de-lis for Louisiana.
Sachet looking for an opening on the inside up front. Little bit of a whip off of a teammate, really spreading that pack thin. Bose having to drop off in order to create that bridge. Now Sachet has earned lead, however, but has been resucked back up into the pack. Will still need to complete that initial. In the meantime, at the back, that's going to be Schindler's Fist trying to find an opening since lead has already been awarded. Going to attempt another one of those quick star passes, but unfortunately, the pivot is up at the very front of the pack.
Louisiana had a really great blocking contingent in the back, but everybody kind of just converged in turn number 2. Sachet able finally to escape the pack fully as lead jammer.
Blocking with the head penalty now to Schindler's Fist. We're going to have, I believe, our first power jam of this game.
You are correct. Shady Hawkins, power jam for Team Louisiana. And Sachet working around in turn number 3. Able to skid around through the inside. Pass complete, 4 points. Pack getting spread out a little bit now. Now everybody kind of coming back in to turn number 3. And nice blocking there by Team Louisiana. I saw Rest in Pieces, and I believe that was Bose. Yep, opening a lane there for Sachet. Jam is called. Looks like an 8-point jam there for Sachet.
Important moment for that jam to be called. Schindler's Fist still stuck in the Hampton Inn penalty box. So we will have a power start in favor of Team Louisiana.
Really quick look at our live chat here. I'm watching as we go. Some great compliments for our broadcast overall production. We've had a lot of good words about that so far this weekend. Thanks to our friend Evie and to Thin Mint and to our volunteers who are helping out with the broadcast all weekend.
10 out of 10 broadcast crew. Do you recommend?
Would do again. Yes.
Would do again.
Off we go with this next jam. Twinkle Toes out front and lead jammer for Louisiana. Schindler's Fist now out of that Hampton Inn Suites penalty box.
Twinkle Toes in for a scoring pass, looking for an opening on the inside.
Wow.
Finds it.
Bose with the whip of the century right there to basically threw Twinkle Toes forward to get the 4 points.
Sometimes you just need to shot put your teammate.
Yeah, I need you here. Twinkle Toes is going to reset now back in turn number 2 on another scoring pass. And another star pass completed by Jewish Roller Derby.
Spider Wham going to be wearing the star in this circumstance, but jam will be called off before anything can be done about it.
8-point jam for Louisiana. Here's our replay. Check out this nice work here in the front of that pack there. You can see.
And here we go.
And
Here's
Twinkle
that
Toes
moment.
on the inside, and shimmy, shimmy, go, and whip. I want to thank one of our great sponsors real quick. 187 Killer Pads, often imitated, never duplicated. Off we roll here. Carmina Pirano wearing the fleur-de-lis for Louisiana.
Up front is going to be Dai Dianu with 2 blockers left to go. Now make that 3. Dai Dianu pushing that tripod further and further away from the pack. Stabby Cat looking to help establish and...
Great block up front there to free up Dai Dianu. Was able to get through and pick up lead jammer for Jewish Roller Derby.
Prior to this, Jewish Roller Derby, 5 star passes already so far out of 10 jams.
And that's their second lead jammer status so far in the first half.
Dai Dianu working very hard to catch up to the pack.
Oh.
Traffic jam right in front of our announce table.
We're going to stop and make sure everybody's okay. Dai Dianu
There's
talking.
lots,
Seems like
there's lots of
okay.
smiling. There's lots of happiness. We'll see if any penalties will result from that or if the jam was at its conclusion before there was any.
Not sure if all the whistle blasts were done. We're going to find that out. Our referees will consider 3 points picked up by JRD on the pass. And we're going to have a crash course official timeout, I think, to discuss this.
So I would agree. So I think this is a perfect opportunity for the officials to discuss that impact and perhaps if we should be so blessed by the production gods, perhaps we will have a replay. But, you know, it's definitely an interesting circumstance, you know, in that moment because the call-off occurred, but then there was also no subsequent fall small or any sort of anything. So I'm concerned that there may be some consequences for that. But at the same time, I'm not seeing any movement by the officials, so I'm guessing they...
Referees are going to their positions, so it doesn't seem like anybody's going to the Hampton Inn Suites penalty box. So I think we're going to come out of this clean. And thankfully, everybody involved is okay.
You know, everything must be a wash.
That's it. Let's get back to skating then, if that's going to be the case. I see Papaya on fire back there with the fleur-de-lis for Louisiana, and that is going to be singular they him with the star for Jewish Roller Derby.
But it is Papaya on fire, and out, even before the pivot line as lead jammer.
If something's on fire right now with Papaya, it's the toe stops, because Papaya just ran through the inside of that line on the toe stops and just went right on through to pick up lead jammer.
Did you hear how smooth you were just then?
I am so smooth. Like butter. Papaya taking a spill there in turn number 2. Going to get quickly back up, though. And through the pack, making the initial pass there is Singular Bayhem.
Singular Bayhem finally out with a little bit of a stash action.
And jam will be called off. Let's see about any points. Nothing for JRD on that pass. Waiting for Louisiana.
Full 4.
Full 4. There we go. So you're scoring now 48-8. Louisiana with the lead over Jewish Roller Derby. 16 minutes, 30 seconds to go in our first period.
You know, commenting on Jewish Roller Derby's ability to star pass, you know, equally as formidable is Team Louisiana's ability to time that call off at just the right moment to cause a little bit of the panic, but not give anything away.
Exactly. Off we go with jam number 12, Sachet with the fleur-de-lis for Louisiana. Sonnet Boom, jamming for Jewish Roller Derby. And Sachet through the pack on the inside. They're going to get a scoring pass right there. 4 points. Sonnet Boom getting a little bit of difficulty there in the middle. And Sachet to the inside. Another scoring pass complete. 8 points now. Quickly tallied up here for Louisiana.
Sonic Boom with a little bit of offensive assistance there by Coltrane, but it didn't really seem to work. But we do have an almost star pass.
Almost star pass.
Ooh, let me tell you how sneaky that was. There was some like under the body hand movement in there. That was some sneaky maneuvering that makes the coach in me very proud.
Jam is called. Looks like 2 more points picked up by Louisiana. 10-point jam. 58-8 is your score now. I want to thank some of our sponsors here at Y'all Stars this year. Our captain level sponsors, Kaywood and Rendazzo's Bakery, Hampton Inn Suites, our penalty box sponsor, and one of our tourney hotels also. Currency Bank and Rydell.
Thanks.
Thank y'all so much. We love you. Thank you for sponsoring Y'all Stars. Here we go with jam number 13. We have Days with the star for Jewish Roller Derby. Twinkle Toes is the Louisiana jammer.
And Days out front. One blocker left to go through the top of the apex, and it is going to be Days, lead jammer for Jewish Roller Derby.
Bose was sticky blocking there really, really well. Days had to really work to get around the outside there to pass Bose. Penalty in the pack, going to be on Jewish Roller Derby.
That's going to be number 44 of Jewish Roller Derby, Lunatic Lovegood.
Pivot to the Hampton Inn Suites penalty box. Meanwhile, Days, gets through the pack, completes the scoring pass, gets to full 4. Great job there by Days to get through, squeak through, and call it off.
8-point jam in total by Jewish Roller Derby. So, and here's we're gonna see that replay.
Here comes
through
Days
and
with that shimmy on the inside to the outside, took the hit, stayed upright.
And that's what we call mutual initiation. You know, up until now, Jewish Roller Derby hadn't gotten more than 3 points, per jam. So, perhaps a change in momentum.
Yeah, a couple of good jams here right now, and they keep momentum going. They can get right back into this. They're not out of it by a long shot. Off we go. Carmina Piranha and Schindler's Fist are your jammers. Carmina Piranha trying to go to the outside, going to try to step back in and work the outside lane a little bit.
Excellent job by Carmina Piranha there, really being super aware of where the toe stops of the skate are for her, and not wasting any space recycling back too far.
Great job here. I see by Kindly Kills trying to open up that pack a little bit, open up that blocking contingent for Jewish Roller Derby, but everybody stuck back around except for Schindler's Fist, who is your lead jammer.
Schindler's Fist coming through for a scoring pass. One set of hips passed. We're going to go ahead and call it off. Yep, and we will get that 1 point. Yep. So I think the Jewish Roller Derby bench was wanting to see if they could run that, but better the one and none, perhaps sometimes.
So a great nugget of information from Kate Silver here. 4 leads for JRD, all gotten by 4 different jammers.
Interesting.
Yep. So no one jammer is really dominating their lead jammer stat I. So
stat I.
Statuses just sounds really weird, and I have a little bit of a lisp, so stat I works for me.
Okay. Daidaenu wearing the star for Jewish Roller Derby. Meanwhile, for Team Louisiana, that's going to be Papaya on Fire. Papaya on Fire is out first, but is not lead.
Nope.
Lead is still open for Daidaenu, and it's going to be Daidaenu.
Right there.
Is lead officially.
And Daidaenu was maybe thinking about calling, but chose not to here, and going to keep going with the jam.
Papaya on Fire looking at the jam ref like, I'm going to call, why can't I do that?
And Daidaenu calls it right there as Papaya came back up, but the one scoring pass was completed. 4 points for Louisiana and 2 more points for Jewish Roller Derby. Thanks to more of our awesome sponsors. Let's talk about our crowd level sponsors. We have Roll One, Allstate Haiti Agency, Nearby Notary, Creative Counseling and Wellness, LLC, and Raising Cane's.
Chicken.
One love. Woo, woo.
That dog is so cute, though.
I'll tell you a funny story. I used to eat at the original Raising Cane's in Baton Rouge all the time when I was a student at LSU.
Way to be a hipster.
Yeah, I'm a hipster. I was there before it got famous. Anyway, here we go. We have Sachet with the star, for the lead for Louisiana. Singular They Him for Jewish Roller Derby. Sachet out front and lead.
Little bit of a long drawback.
Sachet working in the back of that pack, now trying to scoot through in the inside, but great job. Oh, nice wall bust up front there by Bose. Trying to free her jammer up. The Jewish roller derby is so good at reforming these walls. They get back so quickly to get in front of the jammer.
Absolutely. Coltrane taking a moment to do just that and break that up. But meanwhile, it's going to be, let me see, with the drawback.
Oh, there goes Sachet through the inside. Completes the pass. 4 points for Louisiana.
That drawback brought to us by I Shove Lucy on Singular They Him. Singular They Him looking for an opening on the inside line.
And
instead meets the chest of
that was Bose. That was Bose.
Bose.
Yep. And most people don't bounce off of Bose and stay upright. So good job by Singular They Him to stay up on the wheels.
Star pass has occurred. Coltrane now wearing the star. Well, holding the star more accurately.
And great camera shot here. These defenses. Sachet able to skate around, but able to complete the pass for the 4 points.
These packs.
Jewish roller derby leading a blocker to the penalty box. That is Stabby Cat.
These packs are really interesting to me because they either are hyper contracted and there's very little movement, or they're very spread out and everything is everywhere. It's like the difference between like an ice molecule and a vapor molecule. They're just like, and that's a science thing.
I love science references.
That's a science thing. Ask your parents about it.
Look it up. Google it. And that jam comes to an end. It looks like we have 16 points in total for Louisiana, giving them 78. 19 points after a scoreless jam there for Jewish Roller Derby. 9 minutes, 13 seconds, which allows me to talk about a few more sponsors. Let's going to go to our royal sponsors. 187 Killer Pads, 888 Poster Giant, and our friends at Louisiana's Cajun Bayou. Thank you all so much for your sponsorship and support of Y'all Stars.
So Team Louisiana now putting down the largest jam of the game thus far at 16 points. We do have a official timeout.
It's a crash course official timeout.
It is a crash course official timeout, but it's because Jewish Roller Derby does need to place someone on the track. And it looked like there may have been some conversation with that Hampton Inn penalty box.
Possibly, but
based off of some bench chatter. But, that's bench chatter and not from the officials.
And they do have a full contingent on the track. So off we roll with jam 17, Twinkle Toes for Team Louisiana, and Sonnet Boom jamming for Jewish Roller Derby.
Sonnet Boom looking for an opening on the inside, not going to find it, but on the outside is going to be Twinkle Toes. Twinkle Toes with one blocker left to go, now two. Kvetch, the final form of defense. And yes, it is going to be Twinkle Toes as a lead, but out quickly now is Sonnet Boom. So Sonnet Boom now putting the pressure on Twinkle Toes.
Watching Twinkle Toes pinball through that pack during that first pass reminds me, I'm pretty sure, I've said it before, I'll say it again, I'm pretty sure Twinkle Toes is partially made of rubber because they will bounce all through any kind of pack to get through and just no wasted motion, continued momentum to get through, and that is just Twinkle Toes to a T.
Gum gum. Gum gum. Fruit. That's an anime reference.
Aha. So we're going to get a lineup for Jam 18, 82-19 in favor of Louisiana over Jewish Roller Derby. If you're just tuning in, welcome to 2025 Y'all Stars, Day 3.
Day 3.
One more day to go after we're done here. We've had a great weekend so far. And speaking of great, Days is having a great time right now. It's lead jammer. Oh, yes, lead jammer for Jewish Roller Derby. So Days is having a great days right now for Days.
So Jewish Roller Derby indicating that there might be a power jam, but that is not the case. Carmina Perona is still on the track. There was a no pass, no penalty situation that was being signaled by the officials. I think that might have been where the confusion was. But Days will put 4 points on the board for Jewish Roller Derby, holding Team Louisiana to a goose egg.
Looking at our chat, somebody got your One Piece reference, and it's Senor Poo Poo. Hey, Senor Poo Poo.
As we see Days through for that lead jammer.
We know y'all have been giving us some good compliments on the stream. A lot of y'all really love the replay. We love the replay too as announcers because it gives us a little bit of an opportunity to dissect the play, which is awesome. Off we go here, jam at number 19. Elite Jam are going to go to Schindler's Fist for Jewish Roller Derby.
Schindler's Fist with a quickness
Yes.
being awarded lead. I think that was maybe right at the pivot line. In the meantime, Papaya on Fire being drawn back now all the way past the jammer line as Schindler's Fist is on that first scoring pass of this go-round.
Schindler's Fist through on the inside, completes that pass, gets past Bose for 4 points. And a scrum pack here moving around into turn number 1 area. Papaya going to get knocked out of bounds again. Papaya's having a tough time with his JRD defense in this jam.
You know, it's really interesting, though, now that we see, now the pack is spread. Let's see how this is going to change the dynamic. So, and it does. So Papaya on Fire able to make it through and star pass sufficiently.
That goes to Bose for Louisiana. Whistles in the pack. I'm seeing a position penalty on Jewish Roller Derby.
3 position penalties on Jewish Roller Derby simultaneously.
And it looks like also a penalty against Bose as the pivot. Bose dropped the jammer cap cover, sitting as the pivot, I believe. So there was a star pass not officially completed. Star does go back to Papaya on Fire. So it's been an illegal star pass penalty, I guess, on Bose.
And now a track cut being called on Schindler's Fist.
Whoa, this is
after putting 8 points up on the board for Jewish Roller Derby. What is happening, PR?
I can contest the Hampton Inn Suites actual hotel does not have a revolving door. The penalty box version apparently does.
Dr. Silver, help. What's happening? Save us.
3 points picked up by Papaya on Fire. 8 points, meanwhile, for Schindler's Fist, who is still in the Hampton Inn Suites penalty box.
And we will go the full 2-minute jam, which ends right now.
Yes, and we'll get extra points. 4 points in the pocket there for JRD. So a 12-point jam for them. 7 points for Louisiana. 89-35 now is your score.
And based on the coach's position, I anticipate a clock stoppage inbound.
So Kate's back here doing a little bit of a play on a song. So party at the Hampton Inn. What you doing? Who you with?
That's a millennial reference.
And I'm not even a millennial. Yes, indeed. We have a lot of fun here. Crash Course team timeout called. That was called by Team Louisiana. That's their first called timeout of the game. Let's talk about a sponsor here, Shady.
Exactly. In addition to this Crash Course team timeout, we'd also like to take a moment to thank Currency Bank. Currency Bank's approach is simple. Provide an exceptional customer experience through personal attention, convenience, and the latest proven technology. High tech, high touch, Currency Bank.
Thank you. And clock is frozen now at 4 minutes, 35 seconds to go here in our first period. Once again, Louisiana up 89-35. Louisiana in the blue and Jewish Roller Derby in the yellow gold color. So, in case you're tuning in for the first time, welcome. Welcome to everybody who's been hanging out with us all weekend long, or whenever you choose to log in.
I see you, Foxglove. The penalty box is where all the fun happens.
It is, isn't it?
The penalty box is where my juniors earn burpees.
Got to coach him right there. Good job. You got to keep him out of that penalty box. We love the Hampton Inn Suites. We don't want to be in Hampton Inn Suites penalty
Just kidding.
box.
They don't actually earn burpees. They earn disappointed mom looks.
Which is almost as bad as a burpee. I mean, I'm just saying. I would not want a disappointing look from you. I would be really hurt by that. I don't ever want to disappoint you.
I don't
Shady.
think I've ever given you the disappointed
You
mom
never
look.
have, because I try very hard not to ever disappoint you. Effort goes into this.
If I'm not responding, it's because I'm trying not to choke laughing.
If you've ever heard Shady and I on a call together, this is us.
Welcome.
You're welcome.
Sorry.
Welcome to us.
Sorry, Internet.
Sorry, not sorry.
Agreed. Anyway, so yeah, we are definitely in a extended clock stoppage situation. So we'd like to take another moment to thank some more folks who have given us money to do so.
I will thank our friends at Rydell. Step into the action with Rydell roller skates, where passion meets performance. Trusted by skaters for generations, Rydell combines classic craftsmanship with cutting-edge design. Discover your perfect pair now at roller.rydellskates.com. Rydell, built for derby, made for you. And while we have a second, let's go ahead and introduce you to our officials. I'm going to do it real quick for the skating officials because that's a shorter list.
Quick.
Led by Brett Poole, Luna Shovegood, Philum Defoe, Hannibal Ruffer, Random Dude, Bionic, Ship and Roll, and Effin' Ref.
Don't worry, that doesn't mean that the NSOs are somehow less significant.
No, we will get to y'all, trust me.
I would like to do you justice by having the full 30 seconds.
Exactly. Off we go here. Jam number 20. That is Sachet with the fleur-de-lis for Louisiana. Schindler's Fist starting off this jam in the Hampton Inn Suites penalty box. So a power start for Louisiana.
I was about to say, so if that was a little bit of a long clock stoppage, so if you need to catch up, Schindler's Fist not on the track due to a penalty in the previous jam, but has been released. And we do have a free and clear Hampton's Inn penalty box at the moment, but that's going to end right now with a forearm call being assessed to a member of Team Louisiana.
That is a kindly kill of the pivot for Louisiana. And the announcer curse strikes again.
I know. I'm sorry.
Sachet getting reset back in the turn 2 exit after getting knocked to the infield. Meanwhile, Schindler's Fist back out there and through for the initial pass.
Skella being the last line of defense, keeping Schindler's Fist out.
And Shea goes to the infield. He's going to decide just to call it right there.
Schindler's Fist with the attempt at a call off. The hands were moving.
But couldn't do it because Sachet had the lead status. 3 points picked up by Louisiana, keeping JRD off the board. 92-35 with 3 minutes and 16 seconds to go.
Can I just say for like 2 seconds how hilarious it is to have the benches directly in front of the announce table, like close enough that we can hear like little bits of chatter. And can I just say, like, every team that's been in front of us thus far has been just so pleasant.
They have been. They have been.
Like, I don't know if like what your bench culture is like at home, but it should be like everybody here. Like, everybody's just here to have a great time.
Exactly. We're all having fun here at Y'all Stars. It's what we're all about. Fun and derby at the same time. And Twinkle Toes out front lead for Louisiana as jammer Daidaenu is also through and completes the initial pass.
They made this like nice little like not a full bean dip, but like a half dip, like out to the outside.
So we'll only get a half bag of chips with that.
No. It's just like one of the half scoops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, like a little half scoop. Okay.
Yeah. Like not like the full scoop where it's like a wrapped around piece of noodle.
No.
We're going to see that draw back here, recycle.
And Twinkle Toes coming around. Almost hip whips around kindly kills, but able to get around without actually initiating the hip whip. And we're going to have an official review being called, I believe.
Official review being requested by...
I did see the hand signal. It showed,
Jewish Roller Derby.
That would be a Crash Course stoppage. Team Timeout official review brought to you by our friends at Crash Course. Crash Course... helps busy or Eddie. Actually, I'm gonna start over again. This is actually a longer read. Ready to make 2-minute jams feel easy? Tired of second guessing your training routine? Want to feel more confident when you step on the track? Then Crash Course is for you. We turn skaters into MVPs. If you started Crash Course today, in 4 weeks you'd be less tired at the end of a 2-minute jam. In 8 weeks, your footwork will get you to the line faster, and in 12 weeks, you'll be the skater everyone wants in their pack. Life's a sport. Win.
And now that we have an extended moment, we have more than 30 seconds. Let me take a moment to thank our non-skating officials, which is where I began my derby career as a non-skating official.
Actually,
so
I did
lots
as
of
well.
love. High
I did
five.
as well, yes.
High five, non-skating officials. High five, non-skating officials. Kate Silver also, same. So thank you to Flip, the Doctor, Wheeled Assassin, Shrimp and Roll, Mausoleum. Haha, I see what you did there. Mortal Comcat, Rose Slambeau, but a different Rose Slambeau than the other Rose Slambeau, Fun Police, Identity Crisis, and Misery Chop. So thank you, big thank you to all of our non-skating officials and skating officials, and little
some love out there.
Little picture moment on track. Again, like we're all about having fun here. Like it's a good day. It's nice outside. You know, the temperature's kind of okay. I've got a Coke Zero. Like
you're good to go.
You know, yeah.
So Brett Poole explaining to the teams. Brett Poole will get on the house mic here and explain. Let's listen in if we see if we can catch it. No call does stand. It's a little hard. We're not patched into the ref mic, so we'll try to relate to you as much as we can on the ORs, but The no call that was made apparently will stand, so nothing will change.
And also shout out back to you, Aggie.
Aggie.
I miss your face.
Hey, Aggie. Wish you were here.
Jam is on with Sonic Boom wearing the star for Jewish Roller Derby. Carmina Pirana for Team Louisiana. Carmina Pirana looking for an opening on the back. Meanwhile, on the inside line, that's going to be Sonic Boom. That's trapped. Sonic Boom moving almost the entire Team Louisiana wall through into the top of the apex for lead jammer.
And Carmina Pirana able to escape through on the inside, cap in hand for the initial pass. Here comes Sonic Boom looking for points. Oh, takes a bump off of Ice Shove Lucy, but able to keep going. Beautifully just staying up right there after a big booty block set up there by Ice Shove Lucy. And jam will be called. And I see 4 points up for JRD. And your score is 97-43 in favor of Team Louisiana. We're at 1 minute and 17 seconds left to go till half.
This has only been the first half of this game, PR.
Yes, we have a lot to go. We have 30 more minutes of derby to go here in this game. And we have more games after this.
So
and
many
tomorrow.
more games.
Oh.
All the derbies.
Be still, my
Hashtag.
derby heart. Off we go. Days with the star for Jewish Roller Derby. Out front and lead. Papaya on fire. Jamming for Louisiana. And a fast-moving pack here as Days trying to get back up there. Now Papaya free of the pack as well. Both jammers racing back to the fast pack.
And suddenly we're skating USAR.
And suddenly I feel the breeze.
Let's see if Days will collect any. No.
Nothing. Jam. Double donuts. That was a first fast pack.
And you
I've
are not
seen.
wrong. Like I can feel the breeze. Like our papers are like fluttering up here.
That was the first that fast of a fast pack I've seen, I think, all weekend. Or maybe one of the few I've seen all weekend, but that was a very fast-moving pack.
I would also like to discuss the Jewish Roller Derby's coaches' little booties. They make me very happy, and I just thought the world should know that.
So note here from Kate Silver, Days is 3 of 5 for leads, highest lead jammer percentage for JRD.
Well, all right.
Thank you, Kate. Off we go in jam number 24. Schindler's Fist is your Jewish Roller Derby jammer. Louisiana is countering with Sachet.
Sachet being recycled to the inside, being drawn back almost to the top of the apex. And out front it is going to be Schindler's Fist.
We're starting to see another pattern forming here with Jewish Roller Derby getting these lead jammer stat eye.
You know, a really interesting shift in momentum here right at the end of the period. Period clock has expired. We are in the final jam of the period, jam number 24. So definitely these last few series of jams, you know, really proving crucial for Jewish Roller Derby to close that gap.
That was 3 lead jams in a row for JRD, and that jam will end as a 3-1 jam in favor of Louisiana, who ends up now at halftime with an even 100 points. Jewish Roller Derby sitting at 44. We're going to hang out for a little second, but we're going to actually keep the camera going during our halftime because we have a really great halftime performance from our friends here at a local acrobatic gymnastic children's group called Inspired to Dance. They're awesome. They're going to be doing some dancing for us here, I believe, during this performance.
That sounds super neat.
We are going to keep that on. We will go away. We'll have some music playing from our production side in the background, but we'll keep the cameras trained. We will step away as announcers, and you will get to watch the awesome Inspired to Dance show us what they can do out there. So we'll be back in a few minutes for our second half. I'm PR Armageddon.
I'm Shady Hawkins.
And we'll step back for a second. Enjoy Inspired to Dance.
We are back.
I said that with an inflection.
What's
Who put a question mark on the teleprompter? We are back with our second half here.
Wait. Was that our obligatory Anchorman reference?
It was our obligatory Anchorman reference.
Got it in.
Got it out of the way. All right. We are back with our second half. Thank you for joining us here. 2025 Y'all Stars. We are currently in game number 21. Team Louisiana with a score of 100. Jewish Roller Derby with a score of 44. I am P. Armageddon.
I'm Shady Hawkins.
And Kate Silver's back here giving us awesome, juicy stats. And speaking of those, Shady.
I has them.
Yeah.
So for Jewish Roller Derby, we've got an interesting jammer lineup. So Dai Dainu looking at a 25% jammer acquisition with 9 points total. Sonnet with 40% lead acquisition with 7 points total. Days with 60% acquisition, 14 points. Schindler's Fist, same 60%, 14 points. And our final jammer in the rotation going to be Singular Theyhem. Unfortunately, no points, but have been a part of the jammer rotation. So we do want to make sure that we include them in that jammer rotation. However, there have been 6 star passes by Jewish Roller Derby compared to Team Louisiana's 0 star passes. And then for Team Louisiana, we have definitely a strong 3 jammer rotation. All of these jammers, we're looking at roughly a 66% lead acquisition with, it's going to be, let me see, Sachet as our top scoring jammer at 43 points. Other 2 jammers, Papaya on Fire and Twinkle Toes with 21 points each. And then those are tiny letters. Help me.
That is Carmina Piranha.
Carmina Piranha. Thank you. Sorry, Shady didn't bring her glasses. With 11 points. So definitely a big stark difference there between jammer performances. But there's also another big difference that we've noticed, and that's on our
penalties. Coming out of the first half, JRD with 11 penalties. Louisiana only 3.
3.
As a team, 3 penalties for Louisiana, 11 for Jewish Roller Derby. Tree.
Not even tree fitty.
Not even tree fitty, just tree.
No tree fitty, Doc.
No tree fitty. I ain't about tree fitty. So we're going to line up here for jam number 1 of period number 2. And here we go. That is Twinkle Toes, jamming for Team Louisiana, and Dai Dainu for Jewish Roller Derby.
Dai Dainu absolutely bulldozing that set of 2 Team Louisiana skaters at the jam line, but was not able to get out first. That is going to be Twinkle Toes. Twinkle Toes' lead, and we'll go ahead and call it off.
That was a great jammer race there between Twinkle Toes and Dai Dainu.
So I still think jam number 1 of this game so far was the fastest jam.
It was.
This may be a close second. And
yes.
Here again, we're going to see that explosion right off the line, acceleration here at the back. And 1, 2, just blows right by. But the toe stops.
But look how close the race was getting through the pack there between Twinkle Toes and Dai Dainu.
If Twinkle Toes didn't have to get up on the toe stop, it would have been neck and neck.
Yeah. Off we go with jam number 2. We have Singular Theyhem with the star for Jewish Roller Derby, Carmina Piranha wearing the fleur de lis for Louisiana.
Both jammers looking to find similar lines, but it is going to be Singular Theyhem, at the top of the pack, looking for advantage. Carmina Piranha looking for an opening on the back of the pack, and now we see the stoppage at the top of the apex. The apex, a particularly dangerous place for defensive structures, as we see Carmina Piranha taking advantage of that curve and able to get out as lead jammer.
Pack flowing now into turn number 3. JRD trying to get that defense reformed as Carmina Piranha approaches and goes to the outside spin move. It does call it off. Should, I believe, get the full 4. Let's see. Yes, does get the full 4 points. 1 point picked up by JRD. I know, I've been saying this all weekend. The zoom on this camera is lovely because when you get real close, it gives you that very dreamy
effect.
It's
a very angelic fuzz.
It is, I know. It was a lot of fun to utilize that during the Mardi Gras game last night. If you watch the Mardi Gras game video, it comes in handy a lot.
Remember, this is Shady's first game this weekend, so I'm just now getting to see all these fun things that all of y'all have known about all weekend. And I'm honestly thrilled by all of it. So Sonnet Boom wearing the star will be forced to recycle all the way back into the top of the secondary apex. In the meantime, also recycled is going to be Papaya on Fire. Papaya on Fire looking for an opening in lane 1, finds it. Papaya on Fire out as lead jammer for Team Louisiana.
And Sonnet Boom working through the middle of that pack, takes a spill it right at the pivot line. Still has star in hand. As Papaya on fire now working in the back of the pack, trying to rotate to the inside. Now to the middle. Oh, stumbles, but almost able to complete. Gets a little help there from the Antichrist, trying to free up their jammer, and they do, as Papaya is through for 4 points.
Papaya coming back around for another scoring pass. You know, in spite of this being a power jam situation, this there was almost this calm kind of sensation on the track just now while Papaya was attempting to make that pass. And it's definitely really interesting to kind of see when that happens, because there's almost like this breath of anticipation by the skaters.
Papaya reaching to the back of the pack now and just trying to work through the block set up by JRD. And rest in pieces there, the pivot trying to do a drawback on fellow blocker for JRD. That is Labia Minora. And those jammers are through. Papaya looks at at her jammer and says, okay, I am going to call it. I'm done here. So that will stop the jam, and additional 4 points. So a 12-point jam for Louisiana, 115 for them. Jewish roller derby is still at 45. 26 minutes on the dot left to go in our game. And after this game, coming up, we're going to go back into our open division as Team Pennsylvania takes on Trans Rollers United. And following that, we'll go back into our junior division, our last two games of the day, as Tomorrowland takes on Druid City. And the nightcap will be Shady's Dallas Derby Devils Rolling Rebellion taking on Red Stick Roller Derby Juniors.
Not just mine, not just mine.
Yours as a coach. They're for everybody.
I am simply a facilitator. I will most likely be on third base today.
That's fine.
But no, we have an excellent coaching team between Polly Pure Dread and Grey Wolf and Monk. You know, I love our coaching team. We like.
I cannot wait to see Rolling Rebellion out there. It's one of our host leagues.
Favorite people.
Red Stick Roller Derby Juniors, one of our host leagues this weekend with Team Louisiana. So.
I see my derby husband in the audience.
Oh. And here we go, Sachet with the fleur de lis for Louisiana. Days for Jewish Roller Derby. Days through and lead. Sachet trying to go through on the inside. Meanwhile, that lane kind of opened up a little bit there. Days tried to hit it, but he got blocked by Metamorphosis. And now through the end, now up front, Days just working one last blocker to beat. Trying to stretch out. I believe that was Bose, I believe, yeah. And able to get through. Lead Jammer the lead Jammer's already there. 4 points picked up by Days.
You know, that was a really interesting thing that just happened there with that long draw out, one-on-one blocking. There was an attempt at, sucking that blocker and Jammer back in, but didn't quite get there. Team Louisiana did have to let Days go.
4 point pass there. First lead jam status of the half here for JRD. 4 points also picked up now by Sachet. 8 point jam for each team right now. I say that, and as soon as I say that, Days got through for one more scoring pass. Gets the full 4, so it'll be a 12-point pass for JRD, giving them 57. Louisiana at an 8-point jam, giving them 123. Still a lot of time left, though. 24-13 showing on that game clock. I see Twinkle Toes with the colorful knee pad variety there for Team Louisiana. We're in the fleur de lis, and that's going to be
Schindler's Fist.
Yes.
For Jewish Roller Derby.
Twinkle Toes almost got through there, a little bit of a quick hop, but then bounced out of bounds, has to reset. Schindler's Fist working on the outside as well.
Schindler's Fist really forcing the bridge by Team Louisiana up at the front.
Two blockers to beat now. Kindly Kills and Skelalore doing the best they can to keep Schindler's Fist at bay as long as they could, but able to get through for lead jammer.
And can I just say that the timing between the jam referee and that front inside pack referee with the out of play and simultaneous lead jammer call was just on point.
Yes.
Go team officials.
Jam is called. 2 points picked up by Schindler's Fist on that one. 1 more point picked up by Team Louisiana. We're closing in on 23 minutes to go. 124-59 is your score. Team Louisiana with the lead. No, you're not.
So for a moment there, I was pretty sure that I smelled barbecue, and I needed to confirm that I was not having a stroke. There is actually great food here. And speaking of great things, there are great things happening on the track, and that's going to be Dai Inu wearing the star for Jewish Roller Derby, and Carmina Pirana wearing the star for Team Louisiana.
And everybody kind of got pulled back a little bit. Dai Inu's trying to do the long drawback on Mina. And
it's too late. Dai Inu's through and on the track.
Mina realized it was too late and saw the kind of the, oh no, on her face. It was too late.
It's okay. Carmina Pirana able to take advantage and still get through on the inside line anyway.
Dai Inu had taken off the jammer cap at that point, so lead does go to Carmina Pirana. Mina going to call it off in the outer apex of turn number 1-2. Battle for getting 2 more points for Team Louisiana. Look at this replay here. Let's see.
See, here it is. And Dai Inu back on the track.
As soon as Mina saw.
But it's okay. Like I said, it doesn't matter. You think Dai Inu is going to make it through, but there's that open line on lane 1. Boom.
Great blocking. That's credit the Antichrist for Team Louisiana. Great blocking there to keep Dai Inu from getting around. And Mina saw the advantage, scooted through on the outside, and picked up lead.
Team Louisiana calling for a crash course official review.
Our friends at Crash Course help busy roller derby athletes increase strength, conquer self-doubt, and create the habits of high performers to become all-stars and MVPs on the track and in life. Want to make a 2-minute jam feel easy? Visit ChrissyCrash.com to learn more. It's Chrissy Crash, KK. Life's a contact sport. Win. Although I know Chrissy Crash can do very well for helping a 2-minute jam feel easy for all of our awesome skaters out there, but I am not a skater. A 2-minute jam will never be easy to me.
I was about to say, a 2-minute jam sounds like the worst thing I could possibly do.
Just as a point of reference, I'll say it right now. If you go back and watch the first Team Canada game from this weekend, there were a lot of 2-minute jams.
That sounds exhausting and like something I will never do.
Do you want me to tell you how exhausting that was? I can tell you exactly how many jams there were in both halves because I produced that game. Each half only had 10 jams.
What?
10 jams.
That's wild. I've never seen that low of a number, and I might have been doing derby for a hot minute.
That is, same here. That was the shortest production sheet I've ever had for a game in my life.
Oh my goodness. That is wild.
So if you did not watch that game, go back and watch the first Team Canada game, and you will see what I'm talking about.
Ooh, and apparently, when we're talking about like things that don't happen very often, if at all ever, Artuso of Team Canada putting up a 40 point. That's 4-0.
That's still the highest point jam of the weekend.
For this weekend. We haven't seen 40-point jams since the death of the jammer lap point.
I have to remember if that jam actually came in that game, or was it the other second Team Canada game? I don't remember. I think it was the first one. Yeah, it was that same game.
Kate Silver says number 1. It was the first game.
Thank you, Kate. Yes.
That is. Speaking of which, here are the stats.
Kate has the stats right in front of us.
Kate has the stats, like literally right in front of me. Wow.
Yes.
Wow. If only the people at home had access.
If I can go find my stat sheet, I'll show you how short it is on flip sides, both sides. Woo. Only 10 lines I had to use, and that is. I've produced a lot in my years in Derby, and that was a first for me.
Sorry, that's Shady kicking the camera on accident.
It's okay. Papaya on fire, jamming for Team Louisiana here in jam number 7, Singular Mayhem with the star for Jewish Roller Derby.
Singular Mayhem trapped in the back of the pack. Both teams forced to bridge. Original Sin attempting to keep that connection. However, they are out of play. Bridge was broken, so Papaya on fire will be lead jammer.
Papaya on fire, blocking right there. Jamming and Stabby Cat blocking. They know each other very well. Like you said, both skate for Red Stick Roller Derby up the road here in Baton Rouge. So, again, a lot of familiarity between these two teams.
Singular Mayhem having removed the helmet star from their helmet cover. The star from their helmet.
There you go.
Not the star from the helmet cover. That would be problematic.
That would be really problematic because they fixed the whole helmet cover. Papaya on fire is sent to the Handling and Sweets penalty box. We have a power jam for JRD. It's their first power jam, I believe, of the game.
I believe that is correct,
yes,
too.
Thank you, Kate.
Yeah. Woo.
Wow, and points picked up there. Seeing 2 points picked up there for Singular Mayhem because of the jammer cap not being on. So Singular Mayhem now putting it back on, and we'll continue.
You know, Shady's in real danger of knocking over a lot of technology, so at this point I'm just going to sit on my hands.
I can't take you anywhere.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, friends. But yeah, no, in the meantime, really this... let's talk about a little bit of a penalty kill here on behalf of Team Louisiana. Only 2 points, currently on the board for Jewish Roller Derby during the penalty kill, and now 4 on the board for Team Louisiana speaks volumes to the defensive cohesion of Team Louisiana.
Unfortunately, right now it looks like it's a little bit of a drop off with the blockers there. They have 3 blockers on the track right now. 2 blockers on the track right now for Louisiana. That's Bose and Metamorphosis. The rest of them are not handed in the Sweets penalty box. Enjoying their turn down service and mint on pillow. And that jam's going to be called off. Papaya with a huge smile on her face, which is usually the case with Papaya.
I would like a mint on my pillow. Can I ask, does the Hampton Inn have spare mints?
That's the question I'll have to ask the Hampton Inn. I can ask that when I go back there because that's where I'm staying tonight. Ha! See? I know what I'm doing here every now and then.
Sometimes.
Here we go with jam number 8. Sonic Boom is the Jewish Roller Derby jammer, and out front in lead, Sachet with the fleur-de-lis for Louisiana. And Sonic Boom giving directions to run that pack, move it forward. Let's go, go, go. The Sachet coming up hot. Jam quickly called off by Sonic Boom. Let's see about points. 2 points picked up for JRD.
And 2 points picked up for Team Louisiana.
There you go.
That's a good old-fashioned double deuce.
There you go.
Oh, you know what we forgot to mention at the end of the first period?
What?
We've crossed the century mark.
We have.
Drink.
Yeah, drink.
Hydrate.
We haven't had our palindrome score yet. We had a couple of them so far this weekend, which has been great. I've gotten to drink on those. I'm a palindrome nerd, so I love seeing that. I'm all about it. We, of course, encourage everybody to hydrate as much as you can to stay properly healthy.
Humidity is a liar.
Especially here in South Louisiana.
Days is out as lead jammer for Jewish Roller Derby. Twinkle Toes wearing the star for Team Louisiana. Twinkle Toes has removed the helmet cover and does make the star pass. Star pass now going to number 8. Rest in pieces. Rest in pieces, the captain for Team Louisiana for this game.
That is one of the only a few, very few star passes that Team Louisiana has done today. Let's look at the replay here. You can see the star pass right here. Very, very sneaky. Went around the back of Meshuggah to do that.
I love a good sneaky star pass.
That was I believe that might have been the first star pass. I thought it might have been one earlier where Bose took it in the first half, I think. So it might have been the second one. I'm not quite sure on that, but regardless.
You know what? I'm going to go with Kate Silver on this because Kate...
No, Kate's
no,
like,
Kate,
I don't
Kate
know.
Wow. All right. Well, you know what? There's footage.
There's footage. We'll go back and watch that later, and we'll see who's right.
Carmina Pirana wearing the star for Team Louisiana. Schindler's Fist wearing the star for Jewish Roller Derby. Schindler's Fist looking for an opening at the front of the pack. Carmina Pirana on the outside, lane 4.
One blocker to beat. Guys, it spins around, lead jammer.
And it was a very gentle spin,
It was a very gentle spin.
It's very easy, very nice.
Very gliding. Just, I'm going to go around and go.
You know, something I also have noticed that's, become very easy.
What's
our
that?
chat.
Our chat has become our chat.
We've left a saloon.
There's not a whole lot going on. I think people are just watching the action, or I'm not sure. But
I mean, hey, it's a great game to watch.
We want to hear from y'all. If you're watching this and you're enjoying what you're seeing, come on and join us on the chat and give us some stuff to talk about other than what we have on the action on the track right now.
Absolutely.
So
Tell your friends.
Another fun note coming from Kate Silver behind us here. Carmina Pirana is 100% lead jammer status this half.
Which is a stark difference from the first half.
Yeah.
Carmina Pirana having the lowest jammer percentage of the first half for Team Louisiana. So, interesting.
Interesting. And speaking of Carmina Pirana, she gets reset back behind the pack in the turn 3 entrance.
Jewish Roller Derby now skating with one blocker down. Stabby Cat taking a seat in that Hampton Inn and Suites. Words are hard.
Words are hard. What's not hard is Carmina Pirana easily getting through that pack on the outside, which she got a couple of blocks, picking up the 4 points for Louisiana.
That's called a segue.
It is a segue. I like segues. I've never ridden in a Segway, but I can sure do them when I say things.
I have no interest in riding an actual Segway.
I would. I'd do it.
I mean, I would try, but like, it would be expensive afterwards because if I fall, it's like getting hit by a car.
12-point jam for Louisiana gives them 148. JRD kept off the board there at 71. 15 minutes and 8 seconds, almost halfway through our second half.
I feel like the energy of this game, PR, has taken a breather.
A little bit.
A bit. I feel like
so.
I feel like both of these teams are kind of maybe going into conservation mode, maybe trying to like store it up for the very last few bits of the second half. But who knows? Inu wearing the star and Comet Kazi.
New jammer.
New jammer for Team Louisiana. Team Louisiana mixing it up a little.
Right
as I say, hey, the energy's a little like, kind of chill.
All it takes is putting a new jammer out there and everybody just...
Way to make me a liar.
So Comet does get lead at jammer. Inu out there for JRD. And both teams now getting those walls set up, and both jammers now digging into respective walls. Inu working at the front of the pack, trying to find some kind of way to edge around that Louisiana defense.
They're almost feigning a little bit of a star pass, like they thought that it would get the tripod to collapse. So really interesting. Offensive assist coming in the form of 167. That's Judith Smackabee. Judith now creating that bridge, which is broken at this point.
Yes.
So
and now the back grouping comes forward, so the bridge is a little bit more in effect now.
So now we do have a double bridge pack. All skaters on the track.
Great blocking up for him. Kindly Kills and Skella doing some great blocking up there for Louisiana, just tying up Inu as much as they could as far as the blocking goes, and forcing the call off. And from what I see, we have no point. Oh, we have 4 points for Louisiana on that one.
Only 4 points on that jam.
And now we have a crash course team timeout being called.
By Jewish Roller Derby.
Yes, that is their second charge timeout. They have one left and their official review. Team Louisiana has the same thing. They have 2 left, actually, and their official review is now gone.
So 2 clock stoppages overall for both teams, but Jewish Roller Derby does still have the privilege of an official review.
Yep, they do. And that will give me a second to talk about some more of our awesome sponsors here at Y'all Stars. We love them so much for giving us their support all weekend long. Our crew sponsors, RES Contractors, Collective Home Sports, Sacred Roller Derby Skate Supply, Crash Course, Synergy Bank, Lamar Advertising, Symmetry Jewelers and Designers, Amera Health, Caritas, Louisiana, and Bont. Remember, after this game, we get back into our open division. We have Team Pennsylvania taking on Trans Rollers United, and then followed by our last 2 games of the day, which will be Juniors Division games. Again, that's Tomorrowland taking on Druid City, and Red Stick Roller Derby Juniors taking on Dallas Derby Devils Rolling Rebellion.
Indeed. Jam is on. It looks like we're going to also have yet another new jammer on the line for Team Louisiana. That's going to be Mississippi Blues.
Yep, this is Blues' first time jamming today for Louisiana. Sonic Boom for JRD.
Sonic Boom out at the front of the pack, but Blues closing the gap very quickly, attempting to use Carmina Piranha as a little bit of a bridger, but not able to do it that way, but went up through the center, forcing JRD to bridge out.
JRD trying to keep that block together there on Mississippi Blues, and Blue just trying to stretch him out, and does get it. Blue is now lead jammer for Louisiana. There's some bump blocking going on in the middle of that pack there in turn number 1. As Blue coming back up looking for a scoring pass. Oh, takes a spill to the outfield right into the turn 1 corner and gonna reset way back. Possibly to the jam line and beyond. Meanwhile, Coltrane now taking over as the jammer, taking the star pass for Jewish Roller Derby. And Blue trying to edge around. Great blocking here.
Coltrane participating in that blocking configuration also, in addition to being in possession of the star. And 1 and 2. Little bit of ping pong.
Coltrane completes the pass, initial pass. Meanwhile, Blue's going to go ahead and call it off right there. And 3 more points picked up for Louisiana. 155 is now their score, 71 for Jewish roller derby. Closing in on 11 and a half minutes to go here in our second period.
Ooh, I see somebody out there with a tortilla blanket.
No, I bet they're nice and warm. It can get a little bit cold in this venue. I've been calling in this venue for a very long time. This is where I got my start in roller derby, calling in this venue for my first league, Cajun Roller Girls. Love my CRG.
Don't date yourself. Ooh, Twinkle Toes with an attempted twinkly toe maneuver on the inside line. And at first didn't work, but then it did a second time. In the meantime, it's going to be Days wearing the star and is out, turning up the speed, putting pressure on Twinkle Toes. Will Twinkle Toes get some hips? I think maybe.
Let's see. 2 points picked up by JRD, but 1 for Louisiana. Hey, got that one, Twinkle Toes. There you go. So now under 11 minutes on that game clock. 156 Louisiana. Jewish roller derby 73. Once again, we invite you, if you're going to be on the chat and then on the stream, come join us on the chat. Tell us about what you like out there. Cheer for your favorite teams. Another little note here from our friend Kate Silver. Jewish roller derby was on a 4-jam scoreless run before
those 2 points.
Those 2 points, yeah. That was the longest scoreless drought in the game so far.
Schindler's Fist wearing the star for Jewish roller derby. Sachet wearing the star for Team Louisiana.
Both teams getting those walls set up. Sachet leaning in on that JRD braced wall in the back. Getting a little help now from I Shove Lucy coming out of that Hampton Inn Suites penalty box. And Shove's trying to clear the road there for Sachet.
Sachet getting pushed to the inside as well as...
And that's going to be a back block penalty assessed to I Shove Lucy on the contact there. And Schindler's Fist working up at the front now, leaning on that block set up by Kamikaze and Skella.
I don't believe I Shove Lucy necessarily agrees with that. However...
Sachet threw on a no pass, no penalty. Everybody coming through turn number 4. A couple of people hitting the non-polished concrete.
Star pass successful. That's going to go to number 62. That's Spider Wham.
Sachet going to the middle of the back now, trying to find using a little bit of a block there from Kamikaze, but taking a spill. They're going to have to reset. Back in turn number 4. Good draw back there. Going to get it back behind Spider Wham. And Sachet knocked to the infield now. Everybody's still hanging around that jam line. Haven't had a ton of movement in a second here. But some good bracing up front there. I Shove Lucy trying to brace that Louisiana wall. That's Skella and Kindly Kills. Now edging Spider Wham, trying to edge out, but whew, that was a very sticky defensive jam there, Shady, toward the end of that.
Absolutely, but both teams do put 4 points up on the board, so we are going to have a matched jam. And let me tell you, those 4 points by both teams were earned.
Yes, very much so. Very much so. Five-second signal, as you can hear. And away we roll. That's going to be Daidaenu with the star once again for Jewish Roller Derby, and Smash Ketchum for Louisiana. This is Smash's first time, I believe, taking the star from the jam line.
Daidaenu out through and lead jammer.
And Smash getting tangled up, going to reset back right after the jam line. Meanwhile, Daidaenu on the outside. Smash able to complete the initial pass on the inside. And big defense here by Team Louisiana, but Daidaenu trying to split the difference and does so. Oh, but not quite. An illegal contact penalty assessed to Daidaenu.
So we will go the full 2 minutes.
We will. 4 points picked up there by Smash Ketchum.
You know, I'm interested to see if there are any points in the pocket there for Daidaenu, but in the meantime...
Oh, big hit out there on Smash Ketchum. Smash going to have to reset. Stretched pack now tightens up a little bit, heading to the pivot line. Smash hopping around a little bit on the toe stops, looking for the inside lane. One blocker to beat. Oh, gets tangled up. And once again, great getting back out in front there. Great waterfalling by JRD to get those blocks back out in front. But Smash is able to continue and gets the full 4-point pass. Smash now looking for that middle lane. Sees a gap in the middle of the defense set up there by the Antichrist. And once again, JRD trying to get that defense back set up in front of Smash Ketchum.
Really interesting and smart maneuver there by Daidaenu to pull back that wall and draw that pack penalty on one of Team Louisiana. That's going to be number 113, Block Miss Monster.
Yes. Both jammers through the pack. 4 points, though, picked up by both. So, and nice showing there between Daidaenu and Smash. And both back into the pack. Big hit in the middle of that pack there. Make sure everybody's okay. And Jam is going to get called.
Looks like everybody is on their respective feets.
And I believe some more points picked up by JRD, 7 to be exact. So a 7-point jam for them. 84 is now their score. Louisiana on a 12-point jam for Smash Ketchum gets 172. And we're at almost a 5.5 left on the game clock here in our second period.
Going to be heading into jam number 16 imminently.
And
jam is on.
It is. That is Carmina Piranha and Sonnet Boom are your jammers. Mina tries to go outside. Everybody goes in front of her to stop her at that point. Meanwhile, Sonnet Boom looking for the inside track. Great blocking there by I Shove Lucy. And now meeting up with the braced wall set up in the front by Louisiana.
A lot of direct sideways movement.
Bonnet and Bose are just banging shoulders right there. Bonnet, Sonnet Boom able to go through and picks up lead jammer.
Top of the pack, we're going to see a star pass happen. So we will have, looks like...
That is Bose taking over
yep.
as jammer, but jammer cap is still in hand at this point for Bose. And Bose able to get through for the initial pass. And pack still in turn number 2. Sonnet Boom's going to go to the front, call it off. Does complete a no pass, no penalty, I believe, there on that pass.
Bose with a little bit of a ha-ha.
Here's our replay here. Let's see what we have going on. We see Sonnet Boom finding an inside lane on the toe stops, makes the spin. One last blocker to get by, and then completes the pass. Nicely done by Sonnet Boom.
Days now wearing the star for Jewish Roller Derby.
That's Twinkle Toes wearing the fleur de lis for Louisiana. And
Both jammers looking for lane number 1, but they're not going to find it, so they're going to have to go right up the middle. Days collapsing the Team Louisiana blocker wall into the back of Twinkle Toes, and with that is able to get out as lead, but Twinkle Toes a quick recovery and is very close behind.
Oh, engaging the pack rather fiercely there. And a quick call off. And let's see if any points came out of that. 3 points came out of that actually for Jewish Roller Derby. 3-point jam. Their score now is 90. Louisiana 172. 3 minutes and 27 seconds showing on the game clock. So winding down here to our last few jams of the game. And a team timeout, a crash course team timeout called by Team Louisiana. Crash Course helps busy roller derby athletes increase strength, conquer self-doubt, and create the habits of high performers to become all-stars and MVPs on the track and in life. Want a custom training plan with derby-specific workouts, nutrition strategies, and athlete mindset development curated by our epic team of coaches so you can level up this year? Visit ChrissyCrash.com, that's with 2 Ks, ChrissyCrash.com, to learn more. Life is a contact sport. Win. I can't say if you're watching and you're in the venue. I do know of one crash course coach on site here. That is Original Sin with Jewish Roller Derby. So, Subi whistle means Derby coming back at you. And I see for the first time jamming for Team Louisiana, it's going to be the captain, rest in pieces. And for JRD, we will get you that skater shortly. Not showing up on our roster, but we will get the name. It looks like it shows it's Schindler's Fist. Okay, the number was weird there for a second, but that is And lead jammer is going to be Rest in Pieces for Louisiana.
Rest in Peace is really showing to be a multi-threat, if you will, being able to shift between both blocking and jamming for this game, and is out and effective. Full 4 points on the board.
That one was on me for Schindler's Fist. I couldn't see the 7. It looked like a 9 for a second the way they were positioned at the line earlier. So that they are indeed on our roster because Schindler's Fist has been skating all game long.
It happens.
Things happen, y'all. I've been doing this for 2.5 days.
I thought you were going to say like 2.5 minutes and we're going to like make a joke about it.
I've been doing this for a minute or more.
It's okay, PR.
I do this for 2.5. I do this for 2 minutes a lot because it's every game.
We do.
See?
We do.
We do the do.
That was not a paid sponsorship.
It was not. Rest in Pieces, still with the lead jammer status. Star has been passed to Coltrane for JRD. Reston takes a spill to the infield, quickly calls off the jam, and gets an additional 4 points. So an 8-point jam for Louisiana. 180 is their score. Jewish Roller Derby with a 90 points total on a scoreless jam. So a doubled up score here in favor of Louisiana. And under 2 minutes to go. And a crash course team timeout called by Jewish Roller Derby.
This is Jewish Roller Derby's final team timeout.
Crash Course helps busy roller derby athletes increase strength, conquer self-doubt, and create the habits of high performers to become all-stars and MVPs on the track and in life. Want to make a 2-minute jam feel easy? Visit ChrissyCrash.com to learn more. Life is a contact sport.
And it looks like Spider Wham is the recipient of the halo effect at this time.
Dreamy.
They really
I want to get that really like dreamy, like little like magical like a chime or a harp or something.
So wait, are you talking about the noise that like when it's one of the PowerPoint noises from like whenever you like flip screens? It's
a transitional. Yes. Wayne's World.
Wait, hold on. Is this Galaga now?
Thank you, Thin Mint, for that one. No, Wayne's World. Thank you, Thin Mint, our camera op for the game. Thin Mint is also...
Listen, our calls are very clearly for a very specific audience.
Yes, and Thin Mint is one of the major reasons we have an excellent broadcast set up here for you this weekend. Thank you very much, Thin Mint. And to our awesome friend Evie, who's been heading up production as well, too. And our volunteers have been helping out through the weekend as well from Team Louisiana. So, yeah, thank you very much.
Game is about to restart. 1 minute, 50 seconds left on the clock. We're going to be going into jam number 19 as Stabby Cat and Kamikaze. So Stabby Cat's first time on the line for this game, and Stabby Cat will be lead jammer. In the meantime, Kamikaze being pulled back almost to the top of the second apex, but now is out and through. Penalty, misconduct penalty now being issued.
On I Shove Lucy for Red Stick. Sorry, for also for Red Stick, also for Team Louisiana.
But also
I know these people. I know a lot of people on this track right now, y'all. When they're not skating for these two teams. And around the back here, we have Kamikaze looking to get around in turn number 1. Tries to edge around the block from Daidainu. Meanwhile, Stabby Cat splits the difference right between Violent Femme and Bose, picking up 4 points.
Another penalty being dropped this time to Jewish Roller Derby.
Kamikaze through the pack, picking up 4 points as well for Louisiana.
Sonic Boom on the receiving end of the nice, comfy check-in at the Hampton Inn and Suites penalty box.
Everybody right outside of turn number 2 is Kamikaze trying to edge around in the back of that pack. Meanwhile, Stabby Cat stuck behind the braced wall of Louisiana. And everybody trying to get forward now. And Bose with a big block out in the front there. Bose is indeed a heavy hitter for Louisiana. And now Bose and Stabby, these two know each other really well too. They practice against each other a lot. And Stabby able to shed the block and get through for 4 points. Pack now into the turn 3 entrance as Stabby Cat looking for some more points.
And we will be seeing the final jam of this game. Period clock has reached 0. Jam is called off. 3 more points on the board for Jewish Roller Derby, and a full 4 for Team Louisiana, bringing our unofficial score as of right now to Team Louisiana 188, Jewish Roller Derby 109, meaning Team Louisiana is your winners unofficially.
Yes,
and the highest jam of the game for days that
19,
that was 19 points.
19-point
so
jam.
well done to Days in the final jam of the game. We are waiting at this time to make the score official.
It was a very exciting game to watch. There's a lot of momentum shifts, and just like I said, these two teams know each other very well, because most of them practice against each other a lot. So you saw a lot of that dynamic involved with the game.
Absolutely, and Stabby Cat.
And Stabby Cat.
Same with Stabby Cat. So had a nice high jam. So
there is Subi Whistle, and we are officially final, Shady Hawkins.
we are. Team Louisiana advances and defeats Jewish Roller Derby. Well, not so much advances, but defeats.
Defeats. Yeah, we're in the
Jewish Roller
consolation
Derby.
bracket. I believe this is the final game for both teams, I believe, this weekend.
I do believe so as
Yes.
well, if I have read my schedule appropriately. But don't be sad. We have more roller derby.
No, coming up right after us here, we're back into our open division as Team Pennsylvania takes on Trans Rollers United. And then following that again, we have 2 more of our juniors games to cap us off here on day 3. We have Tomorrowland taking on Druid City. And then the nightcap will be Red Stick Roller Derby Juniors, one of our host leagues, taking on Dallas Roller Derby's Rolling Rebellion.
Well, thank you so much, PR. I've had a fantastic time. I look forward to the rest of the day. I will see you from the track later on.
You'll be coaching.
And for those of you at home, again, Shabbat Shalom and Shavua Tov.
Yes.
And
for Shady and for Kate Silver back there giving us awesome stats all game long. I'm PR Mageddon.
And I'm Shady Hawkins.
And we'll see you later.
Bye.
Hi folks, Tui Lion here, and I'm here to ask you if your helmet is cooked. Whether you're on the derby track or at the skate park, your helmet has one job: to protect you. So let's check out your helmet together and find out if it's still doing its job. Look for the following signs to determine if the EPS foam in your helmet has deteriorated. 1. Physical cracks or deformations. 2. Soft spots. 3. Discoloration. 4. Separation from the shell. 5. Age. Helmets should be replaced every 3 years depending upon usage, even if they appear to be in good condition. 6. Unusual odors. Let's move on to the outer shell and consider your previous impacts. If the helmet has been involved in a significant impact, the EPS foam could be compromised even if no visible damage is apparent. If the strap adjusters, clip, or straps are compromised, your helmet placement might be compromised if you take a fall. Last but not least, if your helmet doesn't fit you properly, it's not going to do its job when you need it most. Your helmet should sit about 1 finger width above your eyebrows and stay put when you're moving around or shaking your head. Visit 888.com to find out about our cutting-edge helmet technology and designs. The most certifications, the latest technology, the best fit. We've got you covered.